Hi, I'm Megan. Welcome to today's live reading of The Lone Star Child by Winnifred Tataw, presented by Itsy Bitsy Book Bits. Join me. Chapter 1, Stargazing Solo. Journal log, Caro, 6:58. Today is my first day back on Earth in 3 years, I think. I do not know. I'm happy to be back, kind of. Tataw always felt new, but nostalgic. That is how it felt when I came back to Earth, no matter where I landed. My home country always felt the warmest, not like hot, but warm, like a comforting hug. Man, I wish I could hug someone right now. It would be nice to give anyone, a hug. The other acolytes are busy, so I guess I am on my own again. But hey, what's new? This is how it has always been, another lonely day in the life of the space. I sighed. I placed my pen down and closed my journal. I was tired of myself already. It usually felt good to write my thoughts, but this time it wasn't helping. I couldn't relax and forget about my lackluster life. This was ironic when most of my life had been composed of traveling and exploring universes and galaxies. A light breeze flowed through my blue-purple curls. I relaxed my shoulders and closed my eyes. I loved cool and windy nights like this. Few other planets in the galaxy have Earth's nice cooling weather, though they have never felt as good. I was in the capital city of Cadail, Ajozo, on top of the roof of some tall building. From the smells that seeped out of the building's windows, I could tell it was a bakery of sorts. Oh, I'd love to eat some soft, warm donuts with light sprinkles and glazed frosting. They would go great with the view I had of the city. The sounds of busy people and the packed gondola taxis roared through the air. The many building lights glowed in the night sky and over the city's various mountain peaks. Stars against the sky looked like eavesdroppers on the city scene. Purple and blue snowy tips of the Nari Mountains seemed to glow from the city lights. It was quite beautiful. This was how I spent most of my days and nights back on Earth, alone, throwing myself pity parties. No wonder why I stayed away so much. I slumped my shoulders. I smiled sorrowfully as I stared at my dangling feet off the edge of the building's roof. It wasn't always bad being alone with my thoughts. No Milky, no work, no fighting in the stars, only me. It would be more relaxing if I could share this time with somebody. Was that too much to ask for? I suppose it was. It was destined for me to be alone. It was the price I paid as the acolyte of space. I wonder what my life would have been like if I wasn't the acolyte. I wonder what my family on Earth is doing. Are they still living in Cadail? I would love to see them again, but I felt the negative outweighed the positive. I'm afraid of being hurt by people who should mean so much to me, but I remember so little of it. I mean, it's been decades since I've seen my parents or siblings. Would they be happy to see me? Would they? Why would they? I don't think they would gain much from it. It's not like I can stay for long. I wonder what my life would be like if I could stay on Earth. Would I have a lot of friends in school? Would I go to college? Would I still hold my love for space? Would I fall in love and marry someone? Would I make my own family? I've met many aliens and creatures throughout my lifetime in the stars, all different in looks, values, and everything in between. I've had my fair share of times where some have caught my eye or my heart. I knew it could never work. I looked back at the sky. I squinted my eyes. Something was wrong. I stared hard at the stars. They appeared strange, but I couldn't put my finger on it. Then it hit me. They've shifted a lot. Why is Ophiuchus in the sky? I asked myself. Ophiuchus's constellation had already orbited in Cadail's night. Its orbit ended 2 weeks ago. Earth was now in the month of Taurus. So why was Ophiuchus still in the sky? Something was not adding up. The stars don't just move like that without greater reason. I felt a warm silver glow come from my emblem on my honey skin. Uh-oh, that was never a good sign. I pulled off my bracelet that formed to be my poleaxe, India's star. I clung to India's handle tightly. I must get to Milky, fast. A blue light beamed down from the sky. I jumped out of its path before it could touch me. What the heck is going on? The blue beam quickly rushed over to me. I moved out of the way again. It occurred to me, for whatever reason, that the beam was trying to get me. I must get off this building's roof. I rushed from the building's rooftop with the help of Indina. I pole vaulted over to the next roof. I jumped from that rooftop to rooftop, almost missing my footing on a few. Still, the beam continued to follow. I had to contact Milky. I did not understand what was going on. Instinctively, I knew it was going to be bad if that light caught me. Sweat ran down my face, and my heart thumped in my chest. My arms and legs were on fire, my vision blurred. I ran faster and faster as the beam picked up its speed. I could feel it on the back of my heels, and then it caught me, like an animal whose leg got caught in a trap. My body slammed hard onto another roof. My ears rang and my nose throbbed and blood leaked out of it. Still, my palms held onto Indina tightly. I felt my body dangle into the air, forcibly being pulled into the sky. Through my blurry vision, I could see the lights of Ajozo cluster together into one big blob. Slowly, the blob grew smaller and smaller until I was left with nothing but darkness. Chapter 2, Spending the Nights with You. How do you like your salmon burger, Celia? I asked her. She took another big bite of her burger and answered me. It's good, Roderick. Arcelia took a sip of water. I still like turkey burgers better. I smirked. Sure you do. I had made salmon burgers for us to try. The salmon was caught that morning, and I finished grilling them just before sundown. My cooking skills were rusty, but thankfully the burgers came out well enough for us to eat without having to go to the hospital afterward. Probably. We were sitting on my rooftop balcony enjoying the first date we had had in over a month. We didn't want to go out anywhere, so we did a dinner date at my condo. I just renovated the rooftop balcony and wanted to break it in, so the timing was perfect. The balcony's metal rails got a fresh coat of copper paint. I added in the left corner a hanging chair. In the right, where Celia and I sat, was a large bench filled with giant pillows, courtesy of my half-sister Adalia, still in the Sanguinine Palisades. I covered the polished stone floor with an intricately patterned rug embedded with small jewels. It was a home-warming gift my brother's wife, Alistine, got me last year. I was glad I finally made use of it. Arcelia bit into the burger again. I'm going to eat it because it's rude to waste food. I chuckled. You're so sweet. She winked. Thank you, Roderick. Love. I took a bite of my burger, too. Its spices filled my mouth with flavor. So, Arcelia started, my cousin's birthday's in a week and a half, and I still haven't gotten him a present yet. Arcelia's cousin, King Muriel, was turning 35, and for Umbrian culture, 5 and multiples of 5 were an exceedingly big thing. I found this out with Arcelia's 20th birthday last year. The Kingdom of Cadale was hosting a 3-day birthday celebration in honor of their king. Arcelia will travel to Cadale, with me in tow, of course. Any excuse to leave classes and to be with my girlfriend was always yes, no matter how awkward. Oh boy, would this be awkward. Not only was Arcelia bringing a draconian as her +1, her mother, aunts, and cousins would also attend the celebration. And even though we had gone through something similar on Arcelia's 20th birthday, it was only her mom and Queen Cal in attendance last year. Now I was going to be meeting the entire family. It's been over 2 years since Arcelia found out the truth about her father and her mom's involvement in her father's death. Though they gave the impression of being back on speaking terms, Arcelia refuses to be anywhere with her mother alone. Anytime they've spoken to each other, you could feel the tension in the air. Though Arcelia's aunts, Queen Calandra and Sultana Ephedra, were the ones who tried to make sure the mom and daughter had a relationship, still little progress had been made. Why not give him a gift card, I asked. 50 gold bucks should be enough. Arcelia rolled her eyes and laughed. He's a king, baby. I don't think he needs any more money. This money would come from the heart, I replied. She smiled brightly. Her chocolate cheeks poked out along with her faint dimples. I leaned over and kissed her forehead. Arcelia giggled. What was that for? I shrugged. He looked cute. She batted her eyelashes. Thank you, love. I winked. De nada. Arcelia let out a heavy sigh. Honey, give me some ideas for presents. I already gave you a suggestion. Plus, you know him better than I do. She pouted and folded her arms. Cute. I smiled at her antics. I reached for one of those loose strands of her coiled hair, twirled it in my fingers. Come on, baby, you'll think of something. We need to talk about the bigger issue. Her beautiful blue eyes gazed at me. What bigger issue? Your mother. She groaned. Roderick, honey, please not now. I moved to wrap my arms around her. We shifted to look at the view from the balcony. My room didn't have the best of views since it faced away from the mountains. Still, the dense wooden forest was a sight to see. We watched as the night breeze crept into the leaves of the trees. The stars slowly crept into the sky. Arcelia, we have to talk about this. You've been avoiding it. If I'm going with you, I want to know how you're feeling about seeing her and being around her for a couple of days. I want to help you the best way I can. She sighed. Roderick. My emblem glowed, and I furrowed my brows. I inched away from Arcelia. We shared a look. She gave a soft smile. Well, I guess we have to put this conversation on hold again. I kissed her on the forehead, sighing. I guess so, my love.